anti-separation as they mostly get all their news from that app.
More than 50% of them say they believe that Hamas's murder of civilians was justified.
Hawley's push for unanimous consent to block the app was shut down by a fellow Republican. Your News is a service of KCU Joplin. They were recently voted a great college to work for, and KCU Joplin is hiring dental faculty for the spring to educate future dentists in their state-of-the-art clinic. Learn more at kansascity.edu/jobs. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
In the low 60s this afternoon, we'll see clear skies with lows in the mid-30s tonight. Partly sunny and upper 50s for tomorrow. Sunshine mid-60s for Sunday. And then just taking a peek at Monday, we'll see mostly sunny skies, highs nearing 65.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar isn't showing anything over the 4 states.
37 in Fairview, 32 in Pittsburgh, 34 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Carly from Joplin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Carly. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to KIX1025.com to find out how to upload your audio.
Or you can just call us and we can record them if that's easier for you at 623-1025.
Aren't you glad that it's Friday?
Woo-hoo!
We're going to celebrate the kickoff of the weekend in about 20 minutes.
Right now, Stan and Shay.
On the 4 states, number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
So what perfect Friday song did you pick for us?
We hadn't done this one in a long time. We don't have to do that one.
No.
It's either going to be that one or the Family Guy one. This one.
Actually, for this time slot, you could use any of them because when's the last time we did one in this time slot? And
months.
The chance of someone who listens during that 6:35 slot hearing it at 7:20 are very slim because there is a changeover time at 7 a.m. for most people. Start listening or they get done listening. Their shifts start at 7 or the radio alarm comes on at 7 for 9.
Well, we have some options then.
Yeah, so you could do whatever you wanted there. So we've been watching, because it's Friday and we've got pretty much everything done, we've been watching video game footage. The Alan Wake 2 game came out a few weeks ago. I remember seeing it, but I hadn't looked at it. And people have been talking about how amazing the graphics were on this thing. And so
it is impressive.
It is, but there are much better out there. The one that I've been playing for the past, year blows it away, I think.
And that's the Sensua's
Sacrifice, Hellblade.
Which, yeah, he showed me a clip of that one, too, and that one was nuts.
There are movies that don't look this good.
Yeah, agreed.
Really, and it's the one where she fights the giant. I've not got to that part of the game yet, but I have fought a number of opponents. It's difficult. The fights are a little frustrating.
In what way?
Well, they give you, key commands that you have to do to get. They always give you about 3 or 4 things to do during a fight, which is about 3 or 4 too many. So you have to do key commands to get her to move certain ways defensively or rushing attack or these things that you have to do. And you have to choose when is the optimum time to do that based on what the opponent's doing. And the opponent's usually like the giant. So there was a couple of times I saw her rush up at the giant and then do her spear throw in that video game footage. They do it so subtly that if you're watching just the game, you don't realize it's happening, that you're actually seeing a video game. Usually when you see a fight scene, you see stuff that you're like, oh, it's a video game fight. You know, the character goes in like that and does its thing, or it does motions like this. That doesn't happen on this game. And it's weird because they have things in video games called cutscenes or where the video takes over and makes the storyline. Those things happen constantly during the gameplay, and you can still control your character within it, so you never realize they're happening.
Which I've never heard of a video game doing that before.
Resident Evil does that too. Yeah, and the old one. So they've been doing that a while.
So you just use your keypad to
Yeah, I
control?
use my mouse and my keypad. I move with my mouse.
Okay, I was gonna say I feel like a mouse would be
My
easier
left
to.
will be whatever your main thing is. Your right will be whatever your secondary thing is. But then you've got run, forward, left, right, scoot left, right, back. It's all right here on this little section of the keyboard right here.
Oh, so it's not even like your arrows. That's what I thought at first.
It's all this right here. So you use WQ 1, 2, 3, ASD, and then for like going into menu and looking at your objects that you've picked up, will be these down here. So your primaries are right here and right here.
So if you're just trying to do a slight left turn, do you just tilt your mouse slightly to the left?
Tilt and if I want to run, I'll hit W probably. And if I'm hitting somebody, I'll hit that.
Cool. I've never played PC video. I've done Sims and like Zoo Tycoon, but that's a lot of just pointing and clicking.
I used to play Sims. Sims is a very dangerous game.
It's a time suck.
Oh my gosh, it is. And it got to where it was all I did because it's an online community.
Mm-hmm.
And you can play it by yourself, but really what's the point? Because the online community has turned it into a different game. They have their own little things that they do that make absolutely no sense and have nothing to do with the game. And it's just very, very left field. So you build this avatar person and you develop it and teach it to do things. Well, there are people that like set up whole gymnasiums in their world, in their community, where you can go and like develop physical skills and you can leave them running while you shut the game off so that they're building. It's like automatron, just so you can get other things. You can become a witch doctor. One of the things. So yeah, it's weird. And I used to play it and I would catch myself up till 4 a.m. on work nights.
Oh,
and then
geez.
come home from work and start in again. And you just couldn't leave it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's dangerous.
Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. So I did put the Family Guy one in there. I like that one better.
Okay. Well, this is weird.
What's up?
Credit card failed, it said. On a purchase thing. They don't have a PayPal option.
Weird.
Yeah, all right. I'll just put it in again.
Who messaged me? Megan.
Oh, I hate this card.
That was great, Megan. Thank you.
She said.
Oh, she sent me a video of her doing a TikTok to Scooby-Doo.
Can you read
Raggy.
those 4 numbers?
Not from here.
Absolutely not. You can't.
No.
Stupidest card in the world. Just dumb.
But you get support and breast cancer. All right, 10 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine, highs in the low 60s this afternoon. It's 35 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast, say what it's going to be like over the weekend in about 15 minutes.
And don't forget at 7:50, we want to hook you up with some free pizza from Simple Simon's Pizza.
With the Morning KIX Challenge.
So all you got to do is tell us what the classic country theater song is, and you're going to win that $25 gift card.
That's going to happen at 7:50, but of course we got to get the weekend kicked off, right?
I mean, because it's Friday.
Or kicked off wrong, actually, is what we're going to do in a few minutes. So
Here's some Fresco Flats.
on the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Hey, it's very right.
And then, yeah, that is so stupid.
Scooby. It's 4 in the morning. Randy can't stop playing his mouse game.
Stupid. Expires on, you can't read that either.
How difficult can we make this
Just
card for you?
Stupidly designed. You can't even see on the other side because the fine print covers it up.
Ridiculous.
Can't see the expiration date. It's right there on the red. So it's breast cancer awareness is the only card option that they give for this.
Why?
Well, I have to have, so my bank is stupid, offers a regular card, and then this is an alternate. And I have to have two different ones so I don't mix them up. I've accidentally made purchases on one when I should on the other because I have my business account and then my personal account. What is it?
You just need to enter it one time, Sheila.
I honestly cannot read that.
Like, I'm pretty sure it'll only let you enter the Silver Dollar City contest once.
Yeah.
There was, yeah. Where's Big Stinker?
Right over there. You're sitting
Oh, yeah. You want the
on that side of the counter.
Do you want the Magnum? There's also a green Sharpie over here.
Yeah, I think black might work, but I'm afraid it's just going to make a big mess. Yeah, there are no black ones in here, so I guess give me the Magnum. Let's try that. You didn't want to hold it in your hand?
It was too big and far away.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just making...
Is it making it even harder to read now?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you can't even use it. Maybe that's what my wife intended.
If I make it too hard for him to read, he can't make purchases.
Maybe I get a pencil and do like the grave etching.
I tried this morning and it wouldn't let. Did you already get entered once, Romelda?
You can only enter once. Okay, that did help a little bit. So stupid. Why wouldn't they use black ink?
Because that's not as aesthetically pleasing.
I guess.
So what's everyone doing this weekend?
I did this not too long ago, too. I don't know if that's right or not. I hope it is. I guess I'll find out. I can't really tell if the number's right or not. See, this is how a normal bank does theirs. Of course,
Right.
It's not raised, but does that matter? Does anybody use the reason they raise? I don't know if you know this or not. Raise the number on your credit card is because the old machines used to have a slide over thing that would imprint that into the receipt. Nobody does that anymore. It's not a thing. It's not necessary.
I couldn't do it yesterday either, Romelda, and I haven't entered yet.
All right. We'll go check it out. We'll go get signed up
Let's see.
and show you that it's just you, Romelda.
Well, Melissa said she couldn't do it either.
And Melissa, I mean. If you have any blockers, ad blockers, or anything like that on your computer, then it won't let you.
Yeah, I'm not having any issues with
Yep.
it. It works for me.
Just did it fine for me. So,
Same.
what browser are you using? I would use Chrome. Make sure you don't have any blockers running on your browser or on your computer for that.
Yeah, and make sure you're giving it enough time to fully load, maybe.
That kind of stuff could also interfere with your online video experience with the live chat room. Yeah, it's working fine. I just got signed up, just got my email. Maybe I'll win.
I'm so excited. I was talking with my sister last night about the plans. And I got my brows done, so my brows are ready. They look great.
You ever heard of bed rotting?
She did such a good... No, what's bed rotting?
Says Gen Zers are torn whether sitting in bed all day or bed rotting, as they call it, is good for your mental health or actually bad for you. They can't agree that it is bad if there's actual food rotting in your bed, but this is a thing apparently Gen Zers do. I've done this forever. On Saturdays, I bed rot till noon.
Stay in bed?
Just stay in bed, yeah.
Why do they call it bed rotting, though? What? Don't call it
Because
that.
you stay there and rot. You decompose in your bed. It's a zombie Saturday.
Are you already in KC, Jimmy? Oh, wait, that was your son, wasn't it? Oh, we've only got a 1-second intro on this next song.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
Here's Dustin Lynch on KIX.
Good squirrel.
Zoo. Home from Casey. That was yesterday, today's grandson. Well, I hope everything goes okay today. Did everything go okay yesterday, Jimmy? Romelda says, oh my, keep Randy away from the cake.
Yes.
What cake?
Melda, you all right this morning, hon?
Are you foreshadowing? Is there cake on the way?
Do you have information we've not been privy to yet?
Privy is such a fun word. Privy.
Sounds like somewhere you'd go to poop.
I need to
Or
go
I've
to the
got to use
privy.
the privy.
Back in a moment after I use the privy.
Going to go tinkle in the loo.
Randy isn't going to crash. No, Randy doesn't even know where the party is.
I'd rather not know. That way I can't be expected to go find you.
Randy likes to be home.
Catches on fire. I do. Really, really like to be home. And I'm doing practicing tomorrow, so I'm probably not going to be leaving the studio.
Ooh, what are the shoes, Melissa? I bought white cowgirl boots for my outfit. I finally tried on my dress for the first time since I bought it. And it's a little longer than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. It's like right at knee length, and I wanted it to be right above knee. But that's okay.
Oh.
$30 seconds. 25 seconds.
Morning, Tiffany.
13 seconds. Morning, Tiffany.
KIX 102.5. Dustin Lynch, please do not call me baby anymore. It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 719.
We'll see sunshine this afternoon with highs in the low 60s. It's 34 in Joplin.
I find that highly offensive, and we might ought to go talk to Human Resources about it.
He calls everybody that he likes.
I know.
So you should feel very flattered.
No, actually, it makes me feel very demeaned, the fact that he calls everybody that. If I was special, then I'd be the only one he called baby.
Oh, poor Randy. All
Shut
in your
your
feelings
mouth.
this morning.
You just shut up.
started it.
You're not
You
really
started it.
sympathetic.
No, I'm not.
She
not
is
one
not.
bit.
She's not one single bit sympathetic.
You know, I'm just happy because it's Friday. I have been just waiting anxiously for this day, and finally it's here.
And it's going to be a nice weekend, and we got your chance to win some Simple Simon's Pizza just 30 minutes from now.
That's the Morning Kicks Challenge in the Classic Country Theater.
So I thought we ought to get the Friday kick off the weekend officially with a Friday way to sing it in, right?
Let's do it. It's finally the day you really love it, the end of the week.
So wear those nice, tall, ice-cold brewskis that all you listeners like. Lucky it's a Friday, guys. Lucky it's the day that you can finally look back on the hectic week you had.
And you survived.
It's a Friday, guys.
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
Sparks in blue and silver contour. Ooh. I like it. I like it.
Your gay shoes, Melissa?
What?
I'm guessing. They sound really gay and happy and bright.
Oh, my Lanta.
Why are you always making things offensive on here?
Because I know you.
And you feel
And
the
that
need
just
to
says
make
it
things
all right
offensive?
there.
What? You don't know me. You don't know me.
You don't know
You don't.
me.
You don't own me. It's own me.
Own me.
Which is illegal in this country now.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Did you hear about that brothel that they busted in Massachusetts yesterday in Virginia?
Nuh-uh.
So there's this brothel ring that they busted that was made and organized just for elected officials within the government.
Really?
So it was a very hush-hush private thing. Only you had to know certain code words to be able to access it, and there's no online presence or anything. Apparently, the only way was to be at one of these locations, and you had to know where they were. So it was all word of mouth between elected officials. And they've not released who the elected officials were that were soliciting and utilizing this, but they did find out that a lot of the girl workers within the brothel were trafficked Asians. And so they busted and arrested some, had operations in Virginia, just outside D.C., all the way down to Boston, between then and there. Cambridge. So.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe I haven't heard about this.
Well, I saw a deal. Yeah, I was kind of surprised that it wasn't mentioned. I saw it on UCN, but.
UCN mentioned it?
Yeah. Well, I said they did. Now I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I found it.
DC. Yeah. Feds have busted a DC brothel with many high-profile clients, including many politicians. The brothel is known as the White House. But I don't guess they had anything on our prep, did they?
Mm-mm.
I mean, it wasn't, there wasn't a lot of people arrested. Apparently, this is not that uncommon, you know.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, there wasn't anything on there either. What if?
Wow. You feel better? So my white dress, I'm trying to decide if
she really deserves to wear that or not.
Thank you. If I'm going to wear like a belt with it or not. If I'm going to wear a little belt, I'm going to have to go buy one. And if I get one, I want it to be like real cute and sparkly to go with the theme. And I kind of feel like
Cattle
the dress
Brandon?
needs, no,
What is the theme?
Winter Wonderland.
I thought it was shucking corn. Wasn't that what we agreed on? I thought you said, yeah, that's a good idea.
No,
Never.
no.
Sure?
I've never shucked corn in my life.
Well, yeah, that's the idea. I mean, you've had Winter Wonderlands, but you've never shucked corn in your life. New experiences, yay!
That's true.
Tomato stomping. Wasn't that was another one you were considering?
Grape stomping.
No, tomato stomping. Scarier. Looks like you're trying to hide the evidence.
You'll be missed, Kathy. Thank you for letting me know, though. Okay, battery. Let's not do
So
that.
we're all taking wagers on whether Sheila's going to be there or not.
See.
Well, she always plans on being at our deals, but I don't think she's ever come to one, has she? Have you?
Her going away dinner, she was there.
She was. That's right. But then she didn't go away, so I mean, which we're glad of.
She came to the spook tour. She was there.
Oh, that's right. She was
Yeah.
at the spook
Leave
tour.
Sheila alone.
So I'm just giving you a hard time. That won't ever happen again.
Get her some corn and take
Sheila's
video.
like, what the heck did I do? You know what you did. Don't try to hide it.
Why are you picking?
Because that's what I do. I pick
Yes.
because I love.
Like a little scab.
I love
thing.
my wife, so I pick on other people. Get it? You get it?
You get it? Eh?
Not really.
No.
Oh. We brought extra toilet paper for you guys today
Just in case.
because we know.
And you know. Oh my gosh. I was talking with Brandy yesterday about the men's bathroom situation. And she said that
The
Ted,
investigation.
Yeah, the investigation. And she said that Ted had it narrowed down to 2 people.
Who are they? I have come in after some people that I know who it could be. 2 in particular.
I have one person that I'm really certain about, which I'm
Ah.
sure we have the same idea.
And the other one that you'd be like, who else could? Oh, yeah, that person.
Is it? No. Jill
I'm
is
kidding.
lovely and she does not use that bathroom. Friend with cancer that needs some help with winterizing our RVs. So that is what I'll be doing tomorrow. Oh, Kathy, that's good of you to do that. I'm sure she'll really appreciate that. Well, just know that we'll be thinking about you. Well, on that note,
On that note.
Jen, when is the wedding? I have a sing you can use. It says your last chance to do this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The wedding is December 15th, 8 a.m. We're going to live stream it. It's going to be awesome. On the air, all that good stuff. Did I tell you that the ladies from Sarah Louise want to be here for it? Yeah. I'm going to call them after Thanksgiving, and they're going to do the final alterations and everything on the dress with the shoes on and everything.
Rent a special backhoe for that.
No.
What?
No.
Why not?
Why would we need a backhoe? I'm not.
Because you want to be careful. You don't want to ruin it.
I feel like a backhoe would make it more dirty. There's so much risk with that.
Not if it's a clean backhoe. You've only had dirty backhoes.
That's true.
Why does this sound nasty?
Sounds real suggestive.
Got your dirty backhoe. What? What?
Is there a front hoe? There's a backhoe. So is there a front hoe?
There is a front hoe. If you're running real fast, it's real easy. I'm just going to stop right there if that's okay. Be
So-
real careful not to get caught up in the back.
Oh my gosh. On a different topic, have you heard
Too
that
late.
the KIX vehicle is getting wrapped?
Yeah, it's getting a new exterior. So they've told us, I don't know this is true for sure, but they've told us that it'll probably look like it did, just fixed.
Not all
The last
cracked
company
and-
that did it just butchered it. They were horrible. I had to fight with them like 5 different times. I know you guys don't remember that probably, but I went back 5 times trying to get the guy, and the guy would argue with me over it.
Why?
He did not want to fix it.
Oh.
He's like, well, I'm going to do this, but that's all I'm going to do. And then he wouldn't address, like, I'd give him 4 things to fix, and he'd fix one of them.
Of course.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
So what am I watching for Jen's movie Rehab?
Oh, you'll find out.
Not scary, right?
Oh, yeah, it's not scary, is it? We'll
Well,
tell you after Cole Swindell.
On KIX. Yeah, don't do
When
the
you
scary
come in.
voice.
No, I'm doing upload, aren't I? Yes.
Megan says the last rap was a chore.
You remember that, Megan? Yeah, it was a horrible deal. It was about 3 or 4 years ago when we had it done, and it was somebody that I did not want to go to. I mean, we had somebody we'd used in the past that did a really, really good job, and that's who's doing it this time. But we had an opportunity to work out a deal with a particular one, and I'm like, I don't like the idea of using somebody untested and untried for what will eventually be our first impression to a lot of people.
Right.
I think that ought to be something we take a lot of concern and care with.
Mm-hmm.
And certain powers did not agree with me, and so we did the other thing. And there were a lot of people apologizing to me later.
Yeah, parts of it just got really cracked and faded. Beyond faded, it's like a gross brown,
Well, it just-
burned
and
look.
it looked awful from the get-go. I mean, they had places where the lines didn't match up, so they have to cut it in slices, and it's supposed to be put together like kind of like
Right,
wallpaper.
Yeah.
Did not match up at all. One place on the KIX, where it said KIX, was actually 2 inches off.
How do you
That
mess
was
up that bad?
One
Leave
part.
it.
And so when I take it back, and there were, they left pieces hanging over the edges, just flapping.
Is this a legitimate business or was it just some guy?
No, it was a legitimate business. I don't think I think he's gotten out of business since then.
Well, yeah, if he's doing stuff like that, who's going to
But
go
he
to
actually
him?
got rude with me once, and I'm like, listen, I'm your customer. You either do this right or take it off.
Yeah.
I said, if you don't want to fix it, take it off. And so finally he did it, huffing and everything. He was like, I'm cussing. And he came back and apologized later to me and to management because of the trouble they had given me over that.
Well, good.
And I was like, it's all right. And I went to the management at that time and I said, we will never use them again. Can we agree on that now? And they said, yeah, you were right. Like, write that down because that's going to be true all the time, okay? Get used to that.
Are you ready? Are you ready? 15 seconds.
Really, I'm trying to do my thing.
Well, quit doing your thing and do this thing.
Let me do my thing.
Do the other thing.
No.
Yes.
It burns. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the low 60s this afternoon. It's 34 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at weather forecast and 4 states news in 25 minutes.
Don't forget, we've got your chance to win some free Simple Simon's Pizza, a $25 gift card with the Morning Kicks Challenge. That's going to be at 7:50. And we're going to be doing the Classic Country Theater again. So you'll tell us what the song is that Randy's going to perform. And that's how you're going to win that delicious free pizza from Simple Simon's Pizza, which if you've never had their pizza before, it is absolutely delicious.
So, also in the next hour, we're going to be talking about the movie that you refuse to watch. So you can tell us what that is or text us at 623-1025.
But first, we got to find out what I'm watching this weekend for.
This is where we assign Jen a movie to watch over the weekend because before she came to KIX 102.5, she had seen few, if any, movies because when you're not at KIX 102.5, they punish you.
So I had a a little bit of a deficiency. I'll admit to that. So every Friday, you give me a movie to watch. I watch it over the weekend, come back on Monday, rank it 1 to 10, and let you know what I thought about it.
So since we're out of the horror movie zone,
Thank goodness.
and last weekend we celebrated that with a comedy, I thought we would reward you again with a movie that I think you're really going to like. And it is Scent of a Woman with Al Pacino.
I've never even heard of this one. What's it about?
Really?
No, never.
Well, it's a Thanksgiving movie, which is why I picked it for November. And it surprised me that it was a Thanksgiving movie because when I thought about this movie, all I thought of was hoorah.
Okay.
And you'll understand what that means once you've watched the movie, Jen, and you'll be able to get that reference.
Like, oh.
So Frank is the guy that Al Pacino plays. And you know Al from The Godfather.
From The Godfather.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Realize what he's capable of. He's a retired lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army. He's blind and impossible to get along with. And then Charlie is at school and is looking forward to going to college. So to help pay for a trip home for Christmas, he agrees to look after Frank over the Thanksgiving holiday.
Okay. Interesting.
So Frank's niece says this will be easy money, but she doesn't reckon on Frank spending his Thanksgiving in New York. Hilarity ensues, but it's a very sweet, touching story, too, and one of Al Pacino's best.
So is it a drama or a comedy? Or a dramedy?
I wouldn't even say it's very much comedy. There's some funny scenes in it, but it's just one of these endearing stories. It's also a little romantic. And the Scent of a Woman phrase and reference, you'll understand what that's all about, too.
So where am I going to watch it this weekend?
On TV.
Okay, that helps. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sure the normal streaming services have it for rent.
I'm not.
You know, there's Amazon, there's Redbox that tend to have these kind of movies.
So according to Roku, they say you can watch it on the Roku channel for free. You can watch it on Redbox, rent it on there, or on Vudu, and it's also available for rent on Apple or Prime. So if you'll download the Roku channel, which is free on most Roku platforms, it's free on there.
All right, so I'm going to watch Scent of a Woman this weekend, and then I'll come back on Monday, rank it 1 to 10, and let you know what I thought about it.
With Jen's Movie Rehab.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. That's what we forgot.
Oh, you didn't have the movie stuff
At
up?
all. Yeah. So I had to pull all that up.
I was like, okay, we're just gonna go.
Oh.
Hey, good morning, Floyd. How are you doing?
What's the void, Floyd?
What's the void, Floyd? That's good. Thank you so much, Romelda. Have a great weekend. I just can't wait to celebrate with everybody. You're here looking for coffee? Like here looking for coffee?
Can't have mine.
I don't have coffee this morning. There's Candy Jan.
What? What?
Did he say you want to deep fry your ride? I mean, you would need a lot of oil for that.
Too long.
What is?
Paramount. New movies and TV shows available.
It's in the kitchen, Floyd. Help yourself.
Nathan Fielder's new series, The Curse, starts on this weekend. We were talking about that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't have very much of a clue of what it's about, but okay.
You gonna watch it though?
No, I don't have Showtime, so I don't have a way to watch it. Come in, Jill. What? You don't think we deserve candy? Is that what you're saying, Jill?
Jill.
Well, Jan recognizes and appreciates our contribution to society.
She understands that we're in here working over a
Slot-
hot microphone, just sweating,
Did I say
slaving
slotting
away.
over a hot microphone?
Slotting- yeah,
over,
don't do
slotting
that.
over this hot microphone. You smell the slot going on in here?
Thank you, Jill.
Thank you, Jan.
Thank you, Jan. Oh, she already booked Jan. Thank you, Jan.
November the 11th at 2:52 p.m. is when the weekend watch list will hit Swashwell Medium. Now, it will be on the website, though, here in just a few seconds.
Yay.
Did it schedule? Okay, yeah. It's on Twitter scheduled and scheduled for Facebook.
That's probably Jan calling right there.
Candy Jan!
Hey, happy Friday. How you doing?
Thank you for making our day special.
Yes, thank you, Jan.
You
Thank
too.
you, Jan. You too. Take care. Bye. She's so sweet.
She is. She's such a nice lady. Unlike you.
Me, you, or some other you? What?
What are you doing, Jan? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey, is the Neosho Chamber Dinner, is it at the same place as last year?
I have no idea.
Okay, good talk.
They won't talk to me anymore, so I don't know.
What did you do?
On the floor or in the car?
Do you remember last year it was snowing when we left?
Right, it was.
That was
It was like,
wild.
how weird.
We
We want to read the captions. Welcome to Weekend Watch List, where we help you decide what to watch by filling you in on everything that's streaming this weekend. If you can hardly wait for season 3 of Bridgerton, try out the new Apple series, The Buccaneers, for your period drama fix.
Okay, they're doing too good.
Period. Yeah. Well, she's very clear. Now, if you really want to laugh, we go look at MJ's from the New Music Showcase, the captions. The KIX 10.5, welcome to the new music for the hottest. That's actually pretty good. His debut for newcomer Trey Garmin, plus duet features Luke Combs, that host of Great Tune.
Uh-huh.
New KIX below 2.5, the 4 states #1 for. So every time he says KIX, it's no cakes. No cakes.
It does that for me, too, though. It shows up as KIX 102.5. Zach Brown was rocking some short shorts at the CMAs.
Shut up, Megan.
Man.
Shut up, Megan. I'm going to eat my Reese's. I'm going to eat my Reese's. Oh, Weekend Watch List is already up on the website. So you don't have to wait if you watch it on the website.
Hold on.
If you watch Weekend Watch List.
Let's see.
It does have a little bit more about that show, The Curse, on there. And that new show, which I don't see them mentioning, the one about the dog and the lady that flashes the guy that he hits the dog.
Yes.
That started actually last night. So I saw it on Paramount. We didn't watch it.
You going to watch it this weekend, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing pictures of him in short shorts. Was it his red carpet look?
It's a lie. She's just being racist.
The phone's ringing again.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Hey,
Hey, Dustin, how are you?
We're really regular today.
Yeah, we are. Oh, don't do that. Quit it. What you doing this weekend?
Shaving?
Oh, that'll be fun. What do you like to read?
Books?
Oh, you look at like your old yearbooks or somebody else's?
He is. It's not like he goes and steals other
okay.
people's and looks at them.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, Dustin. What can we do for you this morning? What have
Okay.
Okay. All right, Dustin. We'll see what we can do for you. Have a great weekend, okay? Bye. Oh, bless. Scooby. Nope.
Speaking of Robert De Niro, which we weren't, he just lost his lawsuit. His former assistant sued him for harassment or abuse or whatever it was.
And she won? Or he won?
No, she won. His company has been ordered to pay $1.2 million.
Wow.
A gender discrimination lawsuit. was found that he wasn't personally liable, but his company, Canal Productions, has to pay. So his attorney spun it, said it's a great victory for him because he's absolved. His company has to make a small payment. But, they were looking for $12 million, so we feel like this is a win. And we're
Wow. Floyd says, I want cake. All right, just a sec here.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We've got your chance to win some free Simple Simon's Pizza with the Morning KIX Challenge right after Brothers Osborne.
On KIX 102.5.
I'm restless this morning. I had a moment of panic. Ooh, apparently we're entering cuffing season, where single people try to find a temporary mate for the cold weather ahead. Is this a thing?
I guess. Anything is if you make it enough, right?
I guess. How about 50 seconds? Is the board ready to go?
Yep.
I guess we've got time. Megan, that was so wholesome. Today's our last day at the cabin. I edited some of my photos I've taken so far. Would you like to see? Yes, please, Tiffany. You can always show us. 20 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with the high near 60 this afternoon. It's 34 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in just 11 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know the movie that you refuse to watch. No matter what, you are not watching that movie.
And tell us why. 623-1025.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
So we're wanting to hook you up with a free pizza from Simple Simon's Pizza to help kick off your weekend.
I mean, you're going to be having pizza anyway, so it's time for the Morning KIX Challenge.
And right now with the Morning KIX Challenge, we've been doing classic country theater because in an effort to elevate the amount of culture and class on Morning KIX,
Because we've been accused of not having enough of that.
we're giving you the chance to win a $25 gift certificate from Simple Simon's if you can listen closely and identify one of your favorite songs that I'm going to be performing.
And that means it's time for, once again,
We let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way! It was our last night. No way! It was our last night. Thank you. Don't look at me. Thank you. Mother.
If you can identify that song that Randy just performed, we're going to hook you up with a $25 gift certificate to Simple Simon's Pizza, 623-1025.
From the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
I just meant for you to start it, not carry it. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Who is this?
This is Kinsey.
Kinsey, where are you from? Hold on just a second, Kinsey.
Kinsey from... Go ahead.
Kinsey from Joplin, can you identify the song that we were performing with Classic Country Theater?
Yes, it would be Last Night by Morgan Wallen.
Woo! That's right.
Congratulations. We've got you a $25 gift certificate to Simple Simon's Pizza.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell us who's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Fabulous. All right, hang tight. We're going to get some information from you.
Okay.
Just a second here, Kinsey.
All right, is it Kenzie?
Yes.
And what's your last name?
It's Holland and it's spelled weird. It's HAALAND. I know, right?
Extra K's in that.
Are you still over on Chris Lane?
Yes, I am.
Number still ends in 1934?
Yes, it does.
She's trying to get out, though. All right. Thanks a lot, Kinsey. You can come on by and pick that up, by the way, anytime during regular business hours, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.
The call is
How long?
20 seconds.
9 times 3 is 27. Does that give you enough time?
Should be.
Are you going to hit it?
Because we got to do an intro. You know, we don't just go straight to the call. We say we're looking for the correct answer, not caller 5, the correct answer to Classic Country Theater. To the song we were performing on Classic Country Theater.
Are you hitting the intros again today? Or do you want me to hit it?
I'm hitting them. Looking for the correct answer to the song we were performing on Classic Country Theater. Kinsey from Joplin, can you identify the song that we were performing with Classic Country Theater?
Yes, it would be Last Night by Morgan Wallen.
Woo! That's right.
Congratulations. We've got you a $25 gift certificate to Simple Simon's Pizza.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell us who's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Next time we do that, let's put a different bed so that we don't do the reveal before the reveal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what
I
we'll
thought that
do.
was how we've been doing it.
I think it was.
With...
Oh, you mean from the song? We probably have been, but it just makes more sense to do a music bed and start the song when she says the song title.
Okay.
That makes a lot more sense.
Do you want the liner still in there too? Because you were kind of making a fake. We've
Yeah,
been keeping that in there too, but
to me that signals back to music. So I don't know. We don't do that like with Secret Sound. We don't play a liner.
Mhm.
Come on. So why not just jump on and say KIX 102.5?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that and I was like,
to me it felt weird.
yeah, it
I
does.
felt like we could
It
cut
does
it.
feel weird. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Shut up. It does feel weird. It feels kind of rubbery and there's a weird wet texture.
Ew.
underneath it. What's with that smell?
There's the phone again.
Will you wash it next time before?
No.
So there is a grand jury that has declined to indict a blind man who allegedly sat on his girlfriend's head and broke her neck.
What?
I don't know. Twister? Some sort of weird challenge. He killed her.
Oh, my Lanta.
55-year-old guy. He sat on her head and broke her neck.
Why was he sitting on her head?
I don't know. They don't tell why. See, that's the important question here, folks. The why. and that's the one they avoid.
But isn't the intent kind of changed, like what you're charged with? That was nice.
There you go, Jen.
Thanks.
What was my intent?
Last night, I heard the chickens talk. I don't know what they said. I think they went bok, bok, bok.
I don't know what I was smoking. They went bok, bok, bok. That's awesome.
Floyd, hot chocolate sounds good, too. I sure was bok, bok and not cluck, cluck.
Parody version of this song about the chicken squawk. Last night, I heard the chicken squawk. Bok, bok.
Stuffed jalapeno bacon wrapped chicken. That sounds delicious.
Sounds pretty good. I'm not a chicken fan, but
Yeah, gross, Randy. Quit burping.
it was beautiful, and you know it. Just wet enough.
Ew.
I was talking about the weekend weather across the most
No,
of the
you
United
weren't.
States. I might have been. You don't know.
No,
You
you
don't
weren't.
know
You
me.
were not.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
Own me. That's own me.
I know.
Or is it no?
Oh, so you don't own me.
Which is illegal in this country now.
That's
Deja
you said
vu.
last time. Did you hear about what's going on in Massachusetts?
Candy Chan! Let's review.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Marine Corps today.
Yes, happy birthday, Marine Corps.
Today is, I forget how old it is, but it was 1775 when it was enacted. Well, it was
1775 when
called
my Marine Corps
the
came alive.
Continental Marines at that time. So they've had to recall a number of exploding marijuana-infused apple cider drinks, which is
Why?
really sad.
Why is it exploding?
For fun?
Oh, okay.
It says nearly 15,000 cans of marijuana-infused cider drinks recalled in Michigan amid reports that they have a propensity to explode. They attribute it to the lack of a necessary ingredient to ensure shelf stability. Something Jen had never relate to. Shelf stability.
Stability. Yeah, Joplin's having a parade tomorrow at 10.
MJ's going to be there
Mhm.
driving the new KIX vehicle if it gets done today. Ours wasn't the only one getting done. They were doing a couple of them.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Charles. Listening from Baltimore.
Hey, Chuck. That's not Charles. That's Chuck. Chuck from Baltimore.
Chuck from Baltimore. Got it.
Are you back in Baltimore?
He says from your friend from Baltimore. From Baltimore.
Well, we always called him Chuck from Baltimore, but he's lived in Joplin area, actually around Racine, right, Chuck, for quite a while.
Mm. Good morning, Samantha.
Nine-foot alligator bit Florida woman's face while she was snorkeling. I saw her head in its mouth, a friend said.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's scary. Is she okay?
She got bit by an alligator. I mean,
Going to be okay?
probably. Man.
Wow. Chuck says just recouping from triple bypass surgery.
Good gosh. What the heck, Chuck?
Oh, my gosh.
Jobs.
Sunshine with highs in the low 60s this afternoon. We'll see clear skies with lows in the mid 30s tonight. Partly sunny and upper 50s for tomorrow. Sunshine mid 60s for Sunday. Monday's looking pretty nice. Sunshine highs in the mid 60s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar's not showing anything over the 4 states.
41 in Seneca, 34 in Pittsburgh, 37 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
So we're wanting to know, as we're heading into the weekend, a lot of us are going to be watching movies. We want to know, what is the one movie that you refuse to watch?
You can let us know at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook
Here's Dan and Shay.
on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. There we go. Samantha says, this is the first time I've been on here. Can y'all tell me what this is about?
Who, where, what, said
Samantha.
what?
Samantha's never been on with us before.
Oh, Samantha, I am so sorry. Let me first off just apologize right up front and also advise you that you're not going to be able to get your money back, okay? So that whole payment that you just made is ours now. She's like, what payment?
Like, wait a second. What happened?
Kidding. We are a radio station in Joplin, Missouri, being held here against our will.
That's not true.
You're here willingly? I'm being held against my will and forced to work with that person there. And we are a country station, and this is kind of our behind-the-scenes video while the show is happening on air.
Yeah.
If you want, you can watch us. She's watching on YouTube.
Yep.
You can watch on our website at KIX1025.com. YouTube experience is really good, too, though, but you can find out more about us there or find us on Facebook.
And welcome. Thanks for hanging out today. Yeah, every day is different.
A lot less shaving today, though. I will tell you that.
Yeah, everyone just gets on and hangs out, and we have a good time. Turn the heat back on. I love this. I think this is great.
The frustrating thing about this weather that we're experiencing right now is the fact that you don't know whether to have the heat on or the air conditioner on.
Right.
So during the day, and bless my thermostat's heart,
It has a heart.
it's hard. Yeah, and it's beginning to stink. So I have it on heat cool because I have it set to like 65 at 11 o'clock to cool the whole house down because my studio's so hot
Right.
before I go in and do work. And then I have the heat kick on and warm it up to like 78, 79 degrees to take a nap in the afternoon because I like to run the fan on me and stuff. And then,
78?
yeah, well, that's what it says. It's not really that hot.
Crazy.
But this morning, my wife goes, did the air conditioner just kick on? And I'm like, yeah, it's hot in here because we're taking showers, you know, and everything. And she's like, it's 30-something outside. And I was like, but it's not in here. It was 70-something.
I turned the heat back on in the middle of the night because it was cold. It was like 64 in the house. Aw, Dorinda. She said the two best morning radio. You can read it. Apparently, I can't do that.
don't trust her judgment, though, okay? Because Dorinda has shown over and over again a general lack of judgment in general.
Be nice to Dorinda. We like Dorinda.
You saw that one shirt she wore. We're that kind of friends that we can give each other a hard time, and you are welcome here. But you must bring us food at least once a week. That's the rule. So I don't know where you live, but if you have to start driving a long ways, you might want to get started now. She never commented again, didn't she? She's like, I'm leaving.
She agreed with something and then...
Yeah, talking about that. I think the heat.
She's like,
where are you from,
meow.
Samantha? Where are you from? And are you related to George?
You got to stop. Ugh. You said, where are you from? And my gut instinct was, your mom?
Your mom's face.
This is what you've done to me. Thank you.
From Florida. What part of Florida are you from? Used to vacation every year in Florida until I discovered Mexico.
Hopefully it's not where that giant 9-foot gator just bit that lady.
So we celebrate Florida on an ongoing basis here. We do. We love Florida.
I'm sure Samantha knows all about this.
She said, yeah, he might be my dad. Who might be your dad? Who?
Is he that much older than you, Samantha?
So every time we do a story about, the Florida man, I'm sure you know what Florida man is. We have this special jingle that we play that goes like this. Florida. So that you can celebrate too. And so we do those on an ongoing basis. And where are you from? Oh, Lake City, Florida.
The bald one cries over green beans.
Who cries?
You!
Hey, I don't cry over green beans.
You're the bald one. Out of all of us, you are the bald one.
I like green beans. I hate green bean casserole because I recognize it for what it really is. A communist takeover attempt in our middle American consumer environment. It is a weak attempt to try to cover bad cooking. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 per country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Here's Corey Kent's.
On KIX 102.5.
I didn't put it.
Usually Jen's here when we do our show, but today she chose not to come in. So you'll get to meet her next time, Samantha.
Wow.
Hey, we are cornbread fed. That's right.
I can't believe I did that.
Nothing's wrong with cornbread. And again, these foods are fine separately, but when you take all that crap and sling it together because that's all you have left in your cupboard and try to pass it off as a Thanksgiving casserole, it's part of Big Soup's attempt to subjugate the consumer market. It is.
No, it's nothing like
Campbell's weak attempt at how can we sell more mushroom soup? Yes, it is.
It's delicious if you have the nice fresh green beans and you mix in some
Jimmy,
cream of mushroom soup.
I didn't leave her in the woods.
He left me in the woods. That's so true.
Stop.
He took me on a snipe hunt and then left me there.
You ever been snipe hunting, Samantha? You want to go snipe hunting? Hey, you want to go camping?
Don't do that.
Not a third time.
Just say no.
I am not afraid of snakes, Dorinda, or penguins. I hate snakes. I want to kill all snakes.
Mm-hmm.
And penguins, I recognize, are really an alien race that are trying to take over the world. They're affecting government. She ought to get all this. I mean, they've got Walt Disney's head frozen in a silo down in Florida right now. And Elvis, that's what he's doing now, is guarding that place.
Randall, Eugene, Orville, Redenbacher, Tallywacker, Brooke.
All right.
Get him, Megan. Get him.
You just ruined today. Thank you. Your face is sassy and mouthy, Dorinda.
You should tell Samantha about the time you were in the FBI.
Well, I was in the FBI. Wait a minute. Where did we have that? Did we still have that? Didn't we save those?
Yes.
Where?
I don't know.
Oh, thanks, Jen.
I am so helpful today.
She is a treasure. Needs to be buried in the ground and marked with a map.
Wait a second.
Did we save that?
7 to 9 hour time.
Yeah, that's right. She's east. Lake City, I think, is East Coast, isn't it? Parts of Florida are, part aren't. So we used to vacation all the time in Destin until it got stupid expensive and crowded. It is the Branson of Florida. Destin is. But also been to Orlando and St. Pete's Beach and all over Florida. Love Florida. It's just getting a little crazy to vacation in.
Yeah, you were a surgeon, too.
I was.
You were a beach cop?
I was. I was like, was I?
And a
Yes,
lawyer?
I was. Are these under funnies?
Samantha says, tell me about it. I want to move.
Okay. So, yeah.
You survived the dinosaurs.
What? So this was the story of how I was a police officer on the beach. Now, beaches in California are very different from beaches in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot less alligators than the ones in California. But the water's also colder in California. But that's also where, once upon a time, I was. KIX 102. Oh, okay. This is the whole
I'll let
break.
you know which are the good ones that
one
you want to go
bad
to.
beach.
Minutes about the best.
So listen to this. This is explained a little bit.
Minutes about the best U.S. beaches.
They've ranked them all, from like 10 to number 1. And it's important to know which one's the best because there are some bad beaches out there.
There are. So we're going to let you know which are the good ones that
One
you want to
bad
go
beach.
Clearly, I did not get that. That's good. That's funny.
It reminds me, back when I used to be part of the beach police force in Los Angeles.
Randy, you were never, that's not even a thing, the police beach force?
Beach police force. It was.
Yeah,
That's where
right.
I got my.
Sorry.
I played many roles in law enforcement over the years, but I got my start. I remember part of the beach vice squad at Venice Beach in Los Angeles, California.
You were never a part of that. What are you talking about?
I was every day. I would slide on my shorty shorts, strap on that gun, and pin on that badge, and become a lawman.
And you got your flip-flops too, right?
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday. There I was standing big and proud. I'd always wear mirrored glasses so I could walk straight ahead when your eyeballs were checking out the little beanies and the bikinis.
Randy.
But your main mission, my prime directive, was to find people smuggling booze on the beach. That's what I was assigned to do.
That happened all the time?
City Ordinance 10973B Section 4 said there should be no alcoholic beverages consumed in public areas on the beach.
That's not a thing.
It was on Venice Beach at that time, Missy. So, sure enough, I walk over there and I say, all right, hotshot, give me the beer. And he says, but officer, I had no idea. And I say, ignorance is no excuse. And I'd take the guy's whole cooler and open every can of beer and pour it in the sand, one beer after another.
Oh, that's just mean.
Go storming down the beach. Sure enough, there would be a guy with a pitcher of martinis. He's getting ready to make a toast and savor that cold gin as it went straight to the brain. And I'd say, not so fast, hotshot. You're not doing that one on my watch. Blow the whole decanter right out of his hand. No martinis at the beach.
They're not that bad.
Cry his silent tears watching the martinis soak into the sand. I come up on this one guy. I remember one time I'd said, all right, what you got in the bottle? Turns out it was 12-year-old scotch. He says, 12-year-old scotch, sir? I said, 12-year-old scotch? My God. A whole case of that was just stolen in a heist. I think I'm going to have to confiscate that and take it down to the lab and have it analyzed to see what part of it was the stolen batch. Yeah. Give me that. So I take the guy's scotch back up to the squad car where the division's lieutenant's waiting there.
Mm-hmm, sure.
And I say, Lieutenant, listen, I know this is a little unusual, but I just want to say I love the job you're doing for the department, and I appreciate the example you are for all of the guys here, and I just wanted to give you this bottle of 12-year-old scotch for you. I thought you might like to have it as a token of my appreciation for all that you've done as an example to me and my fellow officers and for being a good squad leader.
Sure, that happened.
He looked at me and said, well, thank you. That's awfully nice of you. And I said, it's okay. It's just part of my job, recognizing what you do with your job. And then I walked back down the beach with my nose suitably browned when that same guy that I took the bottle from, he stops me and says, officer, I think I ought to tell you, you shouldn't waste the city's money having that scotch analyzed. What that is actually is a specimen from my dog. You see, my friends keep bumming booze off me, and I figured if I got a specimen from my dog and put in the bottle, they would take it, would teach him a lesson. Oh my gosh, no! So I run back up to the squad car, and there's the lieutenant going glug, 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 and I think to myself, oh man, I'm going to be working Christmas again this year.
It's morning.
I was like, where's this going? Where is this going? I forgot all about that.
Uh-huh.
What is Bigfoot?
What is Bigfoot? It's who is
No.
Do you
Bigfoot?
believe in Bigfoot?
What?
No.
Yes, we do believe
I mean,
in.
yes, we totally do.
What the heck? You don't believe in Bigfoot, Jan?
No, it's actually someone just dressed up in a costume.
What most people don't realize is that it's Elvis who's dressed up in a costume as Bigfoot. This is all part
my
of
gosh.
the
No.
efforts to make the
Wait,
economy
no,
be better
no.
in the next century. He's operating from out of his base in Florida, where they have a silo set up. That's where they're keeping Walt Disney's head frozen on ice
Stop it.
until the economy
You
gets
don't-
better.
You don't
Him
believe
and
that.
Bruce Lee are in charge of that.
He's like, nope.
Oh, there's Dr. Brooks. You want to hear Dr. Brooks?
Say no.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
the
getting married
IRS
to
witness relocation.
Yeah, that is a good one. Welcome to Morning Kicks, where we rabbit hole.
Yeah. Samantha's like, I got to go. She said, I'll find out when I get stung by the jellyfish and then realize, oh, crap, it's jellyfish season. And I let my son pee on it, and it didn't work. Oh, it's awesome, Samantha. I've gotten into jellies before, those little medallion jellies, and they're just everywhere. You can't avoid them, and they're in these big groups. So when you realize, oh, my gosh, there's jellies, you look around, they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it hurts.
And
I
they're
had
hard to see, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
Almost
clear.
translucent,
They're
yeah.
transparent. So, yeah, they are very painful.
Never eat a prolapsed onion. That's very good advice.
Yeah,
Megan.
don't want to do
Such
that.
good advice. Or a bloomin' onion, for that matter.
Well, same thing.
Most of us ladies on here are helping with the wedding. Yes,
So,
they are. They're
for
wonderful.
Samantha, to educate her, Jen's getting married on December the 15th
Yep.
on the air right here, and we're going to call it like a sports event.
Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the low 60s this afternoon. It's 37 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast to tell you what it's going to be like over the weekend. Pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, we're talking sunshine and mid 60s. But we're asking you, what is the movie that you refuse to watch?
623-1025. What is the movie that, in spite of the fact that it seems like everyone else has seen it, you refuse to watch it?
Yeah, what is that movie for you?
If your friends say, "What? You've never seen it?" Although with Jen, that's like every
That's
movie.
every
so.
movie out there, yeah.
What's the movie you refuse to watch?
It's actually my father. He is 63 years old, and to this day, he refuses to watch any of the Star Wars.
What? Okay, why? What's his beef with Star Wars?
So everybody, I guess, around his age was watching it, and they were just talking about how cool and how awesome it was and everything. And basically, he thought they liked it a little bit too much and that they were going to form a cult. So he just refused to watch it.
So the Empire will take over your mind.
Maybe. I'm not sure what his thought process was, other than he thought everybody was a little bit too obsessed with it, and he's just going to stay away.
Be like, may the force be with you. Don't throw your juju on me.
What's the movie that you refuse to watch?
So the movie is The Omen, and you were talking about parents scarring you for life. That is one of the first movies my mother took us to see at the drive-in.
What?
How old were you?
I was 7 and my sister was 11.
So I think it's time for a call to DFS. Taking your
Right.
kids to see The Omen. Damian!
I don't even know what that is.
You're going to, though.
Oh, Randy.
It's on the list, Jen. It is on the list.
What's the movie that you refuse to watch?
Hi there, Morning Kicks. What's yours?
Anything with Will Ferrell.
Why
What's wrong with Will Ferrell?
I just don't find the guy funny, and anything that he says is extremely weird.
Man, what a sad life you must live.
You're missing out on Elf.
Okay, now that one I can understand. But, I mean, there's Ricky Bobby, you know.
Wait,
come
wait,
on.
what's wrong with Elf? Especially because we're in the Christmas season. You should
Help-
be loving on Elf.
Help me, Kelly Clarkson.
What's the movie that you refuse to watch?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country. And that, Sheila, or what, Samantha, whoever you are, is what we do. So, the IRS story, where did that go?
Thank you, Tiffany. I had a dream I was wrapped up in the seaweed at the beach. I woke myself up tangled into the top sheet. I don't see with the top sheet, and I will never go to the ocean.
Jen boot camp password. Do you remember this?
Uh-huh.
What is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's when I went to the drive-thrus, right?
Oh, yeah. I think we ought to do it on the show, though, where we just make you say something whenever I, like, wink or give you the clue. So we do that at the beginning of the show, and then all through it, and you just look like a total doofus.
Thanks.
Maybe you go, ha, 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 Anytime I give like the clue. So I'd be like, yeah, that's a great idea. You got to be able to take direction, Jen. Okay, here's the IRS witness relocation.
That's a good way to put it, Tiffany.
I just wanted to thank you guys so much.
You are very welcome.
You make my day every day of the week. I got a 2-hour commute to work and a 2-hour commute home, and you just make my day so much easier.
Bless your
Well,
heart,
thank
honey.
you. That's so
Thank
kind of you to
so
say.
much. So you think we should keep doing this? You don't think I should go back to working for the IRS?
Randy, don't.
What?
You've never worked for the IRS.
I
Do
did
not
too.
start.
They might want to audit that.
I used to be the head of a major audit organization.
Oh, not again.
Were you audited?
No, I was the one that did the auditing. One time in particular, I remember we were charged with, there was a FICO embezzlement situation in Chicago that involved the mob.
Mm-hmm.
And we were responsible for bringing that down.
I'm sure you were, Randy.
Wow, where did he come up with this stuff?
Well,
the world
it really
may never
happened.
know. Oh, please. It never happened, Randy Brooks.
So that's why I am now known as Randy Brooks, part of this witness relocation thing.
You're in the witness protection
Yes,
program as
yes.
a radio announcer.
Radio
Smart
announcer,
choice.
Nobody would ever think of a radio announcer being in the witness relocation program. It's perfect.
And Randy Brooks is not your real name.
Well, it is now.
It is now.
Before I was born, I was known by something.
Oh, my
entirely-
gosh. Stop it.
It was Horatio Sanchez. That was my original name, Horatio Sanchez.
It wasn't. You
I
were never
was a
Horatio
Spanish
Sanchez.
boy living near Carabona, Mexico, and I made
Randy,
sandals
that
out of
was
tire
not,
tread.
You were not.
I did too. I'd cut out the foot pattern, and I would sit there and weave my wares and sell them to the tourists as they went by, just to afford a few pesos so my dear mamacita could fix frijoles for us for dinner.
What's a frijole?
It's a bean.
Is it?
You didn't know that?
It's a frijole is a bean?
Yeah, frijoles are beans.
You're not Mexican.
I was. I'm not anymore. I mean, I had the whole pigment thing done and everything, you know.
Randy.
What?
Oh, my gosh.
She never believes. I tried to tell
I
her about
don't.
my history, my past. That was a funny one, too.
He's captured Bigfoot 2 times. He plays guitar. He leaves
Hi
me
there,
in the
Morning
woods.
Kicks with Randy and Jam. What's going on?
Hey, Randy, it's
Oh, who is this? What's going on?
Hey, Randy, it's Brandy.
Hey, what's up, Brandy?
Hey, guys, I just wanted to call and say I love you guys, and I love what you're doing every single day on
Wait a minute. No, that's the beginning of Dr. Brooks, isn't it?
Mhm.
Wait a minute.
These hands of
Yeah, but who is in this?
Morning show. Right? Oh, she's just being.
Yeah. I don't think I have the full version of Dr. Brooks.
frijoles are beans. That's one of the only things I know. Why did I think frijoles were potatoes? What's potatoes in Spanish?
I'm not sure.
What's a potato in Spanish? Papas fritas?
Yeah, that's it. I've got the Brad story.
I know. In French, it's the pomme frite. That's French fries. Pomme de terre. Pomme is potato. Oh my gosh. What is he doing to the cat? Sounds like he's trying to kill it. Oh, yes. I've seen the wet floor sign. Piso mojado.
¿Tú tienes frijoles, por favor?
No. ¿Dónde está el baño? Before I took French, I took 2 years of Spanish.
And that did. It's our favorite song.
Ten. He's an awesome guitar player. He can sing, used to be a karate instructor, and has the highest belt.
No, I don't. It's not true.
How many black belts can you have? Or
10
degrees?
Well, there are 10. You can't have 10. Not for you, because you know what you did. No, there are 10 belts in most systems. Although there's a lot of American ones that they just make up whatever. But 10 recognized belts within the Kobayashi Shorin-ryu system. And
who brought up karate? We are going to rabbit hole so bad.
yeah,
Dorinda,
you knew better.
Dorinda,
You knew better.
look what you did.
So the last 3 you are not allowed to have. Those are done by lineage.
Oh, okay.
So 8, 9, and 10 are only given to people within the lineage.
So you're at a 7.
No, I'm at a 5.
Oh, you're at a 5 even.
Yeah, I'm a 5th degree black belt. And I did not want that, but they kind of crammed it down my throat. The only one I cared about was the Shodan, which means first level, the first one. Only one I cared about. Second one I cared a little bit about because I had to break the concrete.
With your hand? Is that one?
No, don't do it like that. You've seen the video of it, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's like that. I have a video of it. Someday I'll show you guys of me breaking a stack of concrete blocks. Because I only did it once. I was like, why do I need to do it a second time? I know I can do it. That's all I needed to know. So, yeah, I just did it once. I've done board breaks, just thousands of them. But concrete, that's a one-time thing. And I did it right after I watched the guy compound fracture his hand and the bone come out through his skin. That was fun coming up after him. You asked. You brought it up.
She was Watong.
Oh, Samantha left a long time ago, guys. She got smart. After that prolapsed onion comment, she's like, I'm out. No more for me. I'm driving.
This isn't for me.
See, guys, this is why we can't have people come on with us, because of the way you act in here. I tell you time and time again, clean up your behavior or else no one's going to come watch the show.
I think it was them.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yes, you were, Dorinda. You should quit being wrong. Sniffs the bottom of the pool. I can't believe you remember that, Megan. See, that's a long time ago.
Sniff the bottom of the pool? What do you mean?
Yes, I jumped in the pool and too sharp of an angle. And I was wearing a mask and it hit. I mean, hard, almost knocked me out on the bottom of our pool and bruised my whole face through here. I had a mark through here and a big bruise and a cut of the mask.
Aww.
And had to be on. Was it us? Are we the problem? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was me. It wasn't you. Someone ran her off.
Randy.
I don't like your tone, Jimmy.
I don't like the way you typed that.
So.
Tiffany.
Diving. Yeah. If you go too deep, that's a common thing with divers. They burst blood vessels all the time. Yeah, the pressure. I think I came close when I was diving off of Destin's break wall. They've got a break wall leading into the main harbor there at Destin. And I went out on a snorkeling deal, and it's really deep, like 40, 50 feet.
How can you tell that you got close?
The pressure. I mean, I felt like my eyes were going to come out of my head.
Ah, that sounds terrible.
And that's a long way to swim down with a snorkel, without tanks.
Yeah.
And the thing was, I had enough air to get down, but I didn't consider how much air I would need to get back up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and by the time I got to the top, I'm like, oh! I was so out of air. I was just about ready to suck in water by the time I got back up to the top. Because I started swimming, and I was like, it's just right there. It's just right there! And it was still forever away.
I've always wanted to go snorkeling. I think it'd be so much fun.
You've never been snorkeling?
No.
So you've never been scuba diving either?
No, and I want to go scuba diving too.
Well, you got to get certified for that, but I've been certified a long time ago. I used to. So where we used to live, Spring River, it's a pretty big waterway in north central Arkansas. They have this area called V Falls. Well, it's a very, very popular canoe destination. So every August, we used to go down and scuba dive. It's not very deep, but you need to be able to be underwater for a while because under those falls, we would find watches, jewelry, money. I mean, it's like, you've seen movies with treasure. It was piled up in some places.
Wow.
Because everybody's canoe would dump on those falls, and they would lose stuff all the time. You didn't even have to look hard. I think the deepest I've ever been scuba diving is around 50 feet, too, though. So they got a cool deal in Mexico at Escadaret where you can scuba dive without being certified. It's not really scuba diving. It's a bell. Certified. It's a bell that you put on. So it's like a diving bell. And it's this thing that goes on over your shoulders and everything. And it's a bubble.
Yeah.
So you don't have to learn to use the apparatus or anything. And you're tethered all the time. And you can go underwater and interact with the sharks, which was one of the reasons I didn't do that. But
Oh, I want to do that.
yeah.
As long as I don't get
I
too
showed
close
you
to-
pictures of that, didn't I? Yeah, because you were getting ready to have to do it again. And good way to head that off, too, by the way. You shut that down real well.
Randy's education segment. The more you know. We haven't used that transition in a long time.
Yeah. We need to do another, like, beach officer Brooks or one of those.
We're coming up to the wasteland.
Yes, we are. That's a great idea.
I think the Miami Beach is the last one that we did. I'm pretty sure. Yep. No, we did when the telemarketer called. I pledge my allegiance to Boo Boo. But that wasn't really a Randy's past story. But that was funny. I couldn't believe she stayed on the line for as long as she did.
Who did?
The telemarketer. She went with it for as long as she did.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forget. That's the telemarketer, yeah. What is this?
Your face.
Oh, that's Mike Rowe. Why am I watching that?
$30 seconds. We got to say.
We could do how I start my day every day. What's
Okay.
part of the whole process for, I mean, we know you sit there and snooze like 15 times, but what is it that helps get a radio person ready in the morning?
I've done a get ready with me TikTok video. 9 seconds. 7 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 834.
Wanting to know which movie do you refuse to watch?
In spite of the fact that it seems like everyone else has seen it.
623-1025 to let us know.
Here's Jason Aldean on KIX. So, here's one already done. I haven't read it though yet. 3 a.m. in a condominium on the west side of town. An alarm clock rings and Randy Brooks fills with dread. Soon, like thousands of other people, he must walk into an office and become someone else. He punches off the alarm on the closest clock, then on the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. What would become of him if he slept past the time when he was supposed to become his other? He lies on the bed beneath the figure of the Virgin Mary clutching the baby Jesus that his bride picked out for the wall. Lies there and tries not to think. From beneath his sheet, he feels his wife's fingers. Blank, he keeps his mind as they dig into his shoulder, then his back, then his hips, kneading him from head to toe. Each morning as if pressing something from him.
Wait, she's rubbing his hips?
He steps under the shower, sings hymns he learned as a choir boy in the Lutheran church, and lets water begin to wash me away.
I don't get what is happening. I cannot. Yes, what is this? That is a good question. What is this?
Who wrote it?
Your mom. Oh my gosh. It's going to be the new Scooby. Mm. Vitvolt. Vitvolt.
Talk about when I was known as Irving Brookmanowitz.
You were never Irving Brookmanowitz.
We'll get to that.
What does that even mean? Brookmanowitz?
First trip I ever took to West Virginia. Big Dick Brannigan.
What? You got 30
First
seconds.
time I went south of the border, that's going to be offensive. Revenge on Finster. Remember that? I love that story, but it's way too.
It sounds familiar.
way
Have I
too
heard that
negative.
one?
Remember all the revenge things, all the subscriptions to.
Mm-hmm.
You remember every magazine he could find, he filled out, and every time he left, have his car towed. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 837.
Sunshine with highs in the low 60s this afternoon is 37 in Joplin.
And we've been talking about the movie that you refuse to watch.
Like, no matter how many times someone's like, you've got to see this. It's so good. You just won't do it.
Can't make me.
623-1025 to text or call.
Or you can tell us on Facebook, what's the movie that you refuse to watch?
Any of the Saw movies.
Oh, I don't want to see those either. Those are too scary.
Gratuitous violence. It's just gratuitous gore. I get it.
I'm not a fan.
I don't think they're scary. I just think it's like gross.
Yeah, I don't want to see the blood and the guts and everything flying everywhere.
I like scary. I just don't like gross. Unnecessarily gross. If it's gross and there's a purpose to it, then yes, by all means, let's get gross together.
What is the movie that you refuse to watch?
The Gate.
The Gate?
I don't know what that one is.
What's The Gate about?
Oh, it's an old movie. It's these kids open up the gate to hell in their backyard.
And as you know, people sometimes do on the weekends. Why do you refuse to watch it?
My sister scarred me for life with that movie, so.
It's always the sister. I bet she's older, right?
Yeah, she was. I was the baby.
What's amazing, though, is when you go back and eventually watch these things as an adult that terrified you to death as a child, and you're like, what was wrong with me?
It's the older sister. I'm telling you, the older sisters are always out there trying to make it more difficult when you're a child.
Oh, yeah. I watched a movie, I'll never forget, watched this movie, Galaxy of Terror, when I was about 9 years old. That I didn't sleep for like 2 weeks after that. Traumatized me. Knocked 4 or 5 years off my life. I went back and watched it last month during the Halloween thing. I saw it, and I'm like, oh, there's that movie. And I was like, what was it that was so scary? So I went and watched it. It is one of the most dumb things I have ever seen. I laughed at a lot of it. I was like, this is nuts. It's so stupid.
What's the movie that you just absolutely refuse to watch?
Dirty Dancing.
Wait a second. Hold on. Why Dirty Dancing?
Jen, it's right there in the title because it's dirty.
My sister, back in the early 2000s, ruled the TV remote with an iron fist, and that's all she watched one summer, and I am burnt out, and I can no longer do it. I will leave the room.
But nobody puts baby in the corner.
Except for her.
I love Patrick Swayze, but I can't do it.
So no more of that. Nuh-uh.
That movie made me a big Patrick Swayze fan.
Tell us, what is the movie that you refuse to watch, even though it seems like everybody else has seen it?
623-1025 to text or call.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Oh, lover boy. Baby. You know what I'm saying?
6-minute workout. I'm pretty sure I know what this is about. There's one. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
There's one where he talks about hunting baby seals.
No.
Deliverance, the martial arts movie.
um, there's the phone.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. What is the movie that you refuse to watch even though everybody else seems to have seen it?
Wait, so why don't you like Will Ferrell? Maybe you just haven't seen the right movies.
So, I'm that way with like Adam Sandler. I think what you have to do to enjoy a Will Ferrell movie is hold your breath for about 11 minutes before it starts. You kill off a few brain cells. Yeah, that.
That makes a lot of things better.
Yeah. Me too.
Thanks for calling. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thanks for calling, Jen.
You're welcome. Don't forget to feed the plant.
Yeah, that was probably overwhelming to Samantha. She probably just checked out. As people often do. I mean, you have to be a certain kind of damage to really connect with this show.
Oh, Randy.
Well, as there's evidence, let's just go down the list here. Jimmy, Megan, Dorinda.
Someone is zesty this morning.
And soon to be Tiffany.
Zesty this morning.
She said he's traveled to Mexico enough times to be considered Mexican.
He's been once. The phone's ringing.
Hi there, Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen. What is the movie that you refuse to watch?
Okay. Randy, hang with me. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called Big. It's the one with Tom Hanks where he pretends, or he's, I don't know, he's supposed to be a little boy or something.
Yes, it is big. It was in fact, it was the big breakout movie for Tom Hanks. And it's the one where he is a little boy who becomes big like an adult and has all these adult experiences that little boys dream and fantasize about. So you imagine what that is.
Right. But he's actually...
Are you ready? I can't stand Tom Hanks.
What?
Wait a second. I think that might be illegal.
America's treasure?
He's not. He drives me crazy, and I refuse to watch that movie.
Well,
I've been forced to watch other movies he's in, and I can tolerate it. The Wilson movie thing.
Castaway.
That one sent me over the edge.
You didn't like that?
Wilson!
I can't. I just can't do him.
What you ought to
Anything with Tom Hanks.
what you ought to do is try watching like 2 or 3 of them at the same time, like Forrest Gump, Castaway, and what's that?
We're going to send her into fits, Randy. Quit it.
That's amazing. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, have a good one.
That's so great. That perfect call right there because everybody's going to go, what?
Okay.
Oh, not over the air.
I did a thing, too.
I smelled it.
Randy, hang with me. I can't remember the name of Randy. Hang with me. Hang with me. Hang with me. I can't remember the name. I can't remember the. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called Big. It's the one with Tom Hanks where he pretends, or he's, I don't know, he's supposed to be a little, pretends, or he's, I don't know, he's supposed to, no, he's supposed to be, pretends, where he's supposed to be a little boy or something.
Yes, it is big. It was one of, in fact, it was the, in fact, it was big. It was the big breakout movie for Tom Hanks. And it's the one where he is a little boy who becomes big like an adult and has all these adult experiences that little boys dream and fantasize about. So you imagine what that is.
But he's actually... Yeah, cut that part was pointless.
Yes, it is big. It was the big breakout movie for Tom Hanks.
So here's the deal.
to see SpaceX? What? I can't imagine that. Well, we can't be friends then. Go away. What was the Polar Express and Castaway at the same time? Straight on to the North Pole! Wilson! Here, I want you to do for me here. Say, well, what about Forrest Gump? You got to like that.
What about Forrest Gump? You got to like that one.
Does she, Jen? Does she have to? Communist.
Oh.
Putin is a dictator. What is your problem?
Morning, Dustin.
The best call of the day.
How you doing, Dustin?
Dustin.
Dustin.
You got a good girl, Dustin?
Dustin Lynch.
No,
This
he's
is
an
the
okay
lost
guy.
thing.
And besides, that's illegal. So we used to do a song on a regular basis wherever we felt like we needed to festive up the show called Lord Loves a Hangin'. Why do you look that way? Yeah, and it's an Old West thing. You know how they used to hang people in the Old West, all the time, and it was a big community event, and how everybody loves hanging. They used to have picnics around hangings,
So it is about murdering people.
Well, executing people more like, but so it was this song we did, and we used to sing along with it, and then we got a complaint because of the racial connotations, which we never intended at all. It was more like a cowboy shoot 'em up, here's the bad guy, let's string him up. And it even sounds like that. You want to hear it?
Sure I do. I like shrimp too, Megan.
Speaking
that was
of
random.
Lynch,
Doing very good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
so
Here we go. 12 seconds. You have to wait. 10.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the low 60s this afternoon. It's 37 in Joplin.
And we've got the morning KIX takeover starting in just 5 minutes. Friday edition!
So make sure to go on the KIX app and vote for the songs that you want to hear this morning.
So we're wanting to know, what is the movie that you refuse to watch, even though it seems like everybody else has seen it?
You can call or text and let us know at 623-1025.
What's the movie you refuse to watch?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
I mean, I get the horror movies because it's a little traumatizing. You've seen the scene that I showed you.
My brain had already repressed it. I forgot that was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I don't do any scary movies like that.
Don't need the psychological scarring.
No, I sure don't.
Your parents did a good enough job already, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
What is the movie that you refuse to watch?
Okay, I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called Big. It's the one with Tom Hanks where he's supposed to be a little boy or something.
Yes, it is big. It was the big breakout movie for Tom Hanks.
So here's the deal. I can't stand Tom Hanks.
What?
Wait a second. I think that might be
know.
illegal.
America's treasure?
He's not. He drives me crazy, and I refuse to watch that movie. I've been forced to watch other movies he's in, and I can tolerate it. The Wilson movie thing.
Castaway.
That one sent me over the edge.
You didn't like that?
I can't. I just can't do him.
What about Forrest Gump? You got to like that one.
Oh, God, Forrest Gump, stop. Okay, I have to go. I can't
Lop
do this
is
anymore.
like a box of Wilson!
What is the hot chocolate?
Yeah.
What's the movie that you just absolutely refuse to watch?
Children of the Corn, because I grew up in the cornfields of southeast Missouri.
Oh,
know,
so
you know.
Your life was Children of the Corn, right?
Pretty much.
She doesn't need to watch it. She lived it. She's Malachi.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you've not seen it yet.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
you
talking
will.
about. Yeah. What is the movie that you just absolutely will not watch?
The movie that's in my parents' closet.
Yeah, I don't want to see that one either.
Too afraid to.
Yeah, the sequel's even worse, by the way, too.
What's the movie that you absolutely will not watch?
You can tell us on Facebook or text us at 623-1025.
Morning Kicks Takeover now just 2 minutes away.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
Kicks 102.5.
Okay, you ready? You ready? This
Yes.
is how we're ending the show today.
Okay, do it. I'm ready.
Let's have a hoedown.
See a hoedown.
Oh, the Lord loves a hanging. That's why he gave us necks. That tightens up our vocal cords.
And it sings up our picks.
So if you are a horse thief and guilty to the bone, go ahead and blame a friend and you won't hang alone. It may be hard to swallow, but you'll be 3 feet taller and find a way to entertain your friends. You say you are a villain, but can't abide by killing.
Go ahead and steal yourself a horse.
2, 3, 11, or 5.
Figure it, boys. I'm a picking.
And I'm a swinging.
I'm ignorant.
And I'm
And I'm ugly. That you are, boys. Oh, the Lord loves a hanging, and so do we by heck. So get yourself a lasso and decorate your neck. Oh, we is awful ignorant and uglier in sin. So go ahead and cut us down and hang us all again. You.
Hanging, that is.
Swing
a spell.
Y'all bring the kids now, you hear?
That is Lord Love a Hanging. Wow. Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
These are the things that have contributed to the mentality that is known as Morning Kicks.
Well, I hope you all feel, what was the word? Spirited. More spirited
Enriched.
than you enriched.
Yeah, 8th grade year we had a hoedown. Megan said, you got to hold them down.
Yes.
All right, since Megan's the only one that has remained for that, and Jimmy.
And Dustin was there too.
Yeah. Have a great weekend, guys. Monday.
Oh, yeah, Monday.
We're going to be taking random pot shots at you from a distance. No, I'm sorry. That's a different plan.
Yeah, we have Matt Stell take us up for grabs on Monday.
Yes, and he's going to be at Buffalo Run Casino on November 25th. So what a great way to get away from the family after Thanksgiving. But we're going to ask, what would it take? What would be hell personalized for you?
Yeah.
If this happened, or you have to have this.
Like for that lady, it would be Tom Hanks movies.
Mariah Carey doing the high part at the end of All I Want for Christmas Is You over and over and over and over again.
No.
Now, what would personalize hell for you if this happened?
By the way, Tiffany, if you're still here, these pictures are stunning.
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 They're so stunning.
That water's so clear.
So, and we're going to start getting you ready for Turkey Week.
Can you gobble? Oh, Randy, that's gross.
I can do the female turkey a lot easier.
What's the female turkey?
Go, 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 go. What? What'd you think I said? It's cow. They go, 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 go. You think I'm kidding, don't you?
Yes.
This girl, I swear she's lived in a basement all of her life.
No one does that. I've never heard that before.
Okay, this is the sound of a female turkey calling, a hen call, clucking. First, we have a commercial.
Yeah, there will be a lot of pictures and video from tomorrow, I'm sure of it. We'll see how much of it makes it on Facebook.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, oh, oh,
Go, 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 go.
oh.
And then when there's danger or when they're irritated, they go. Made that turkey.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, baby, I'm coming over. He's got his feathers all out. So, have you ever seen a box turkey call? They have two different types of turkey calls. They got the little round, it looks like a rainbow out of rubber, and it's got a piece of like clear plastic in that. And you put it on your tongue. I can't do that because it tickles the roof of my mouth. Way too bad. But they have a box call that you chalk up, and it's made out of wood, and it has a handle on the top, and you slide that across the top, and it makes that noise.
And then they all come running.
Yeah. You can call in a Tom turkey with one of those. Why are we talking about turkey calls?
The more you know. I don't know how we got to this point.
Okay, come here. This is the turkey box call. The guy's showing you how to use it.
I'm Scott Wilhelm, a turkey calling expert from Shields. Now we're going to look at using a box call and some tips on how to get the most.
Right,
the
get to the
paddle,
box.
I'll just slide it. It silently slides back on the backstroke, and then I'm making the yelp there. And another thing is to close it all the way. Help that high to low. You get this.
They made us cedar usually. I used to have a couple of box calls. Yeah. They're really easy to use. All right, so I don't know how we rabbit hold on that, but it's ADD Radio.
Woohoo! On that note, have a great weekend.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Tell your mom we say hi.